So this is the first question of the day. So please take 2 minutes to solve this question. Four people have got option B. So we'll see how to go about this. They are saying that consider the following statements. There are 6 villages A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, F. And then they have given this statement here that F is 1 kilometer to the west of D and all. And which 3 villages are in the line? So first statement is F is 1 kilometer to the west of D. So whenever you're drawing something in the question paper, ensure that you are drawing in the middle, because you don't know, there is space for the in the top, right and left and bottom, all the corners. So ensure that you are doing it, writing the first thing in the middle. So they are saying that F is 1 kilometer to the west of D. So let this be D, and F is 1 kilometer to the west of D. This is F. This is 1 kilometer. And B is 1 kilometer to the east of E. So you don't know whether, you don't know about the next point where to put. So instead of that, jump to where D or F is there. So in this question, D is there in the last statement. So jump directly from the second statement. Don't take the second statement. Come towards the last statement. D is 1 kilometer to the south of A. D is 1 kilometer to the south of A means A is 1 kilometer to the north of D. This is 1 kilometer. This is A. And then you have A. Once this is done, just tick mark this. This is done. This is done. C is 1 kilometer to the east of A. So I am choosing those sentences or the statements in which I have already marked the points here. So I have marked F, D, and A. So I'll look for another A here. A is 2 kilometers to the north of E. So they are saying that A is 2 kilometers north of E. So then E should be 2 kilometers south of A. So it would be here. This is 2 kilometers, 1 and 1. This is option D. And then this is done. And then they're saying C is 1 kilometer to the east of A. C is 1 kilometer to the east of A. This is C, this is 1 kilometer. And again, this is done. And then the last statement is B is 1 kilometer to the east of E. B is 1 kilometer to the east of E. Now they are saying this is also over. Just mark this. Now they are asking which 3 villages are in a line. So A, C, B are not in the line. A, D, E are in one line. So B is the correct answer. We'll just check with other things also. C, B, F and S not in the line. And E, B, D, they are not in one line. The correct answer is option A. Sorry, option B. If there is any doubt in this, please ask, or else we'll move to the next question. We'll move to the next question then. It's time. Most of them have got. We'll see how to go about this question. They're saying the location of B is north of A and the location of C is east of A. The distances AB and AC are 5 kilometers and 12 kilometers respectively. The shortest distance between the locations B and C is. We have to calculate the shortest distance. Location of B is north of A. So let A be here. And B is north of A. And the distance AB is 5 kilometers. I'm sorry, this line. So AB is 5 kilometers. And then they are saying that location of C is east of A. Location of C is east of A. And C is 12 kilometers. C is 12 kilometers. They are asking what is the shortest distance between the locations B and C. The shortest distance between B and C is the line joining BC. The line joining BC. So this is clearly a right angle triangle, and in the right angle triangle, in this triangle, this is angle 90, and we know we have the formula, Pythagorean formula, BC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and we need to calculate BC here. AB square is 25, BC square is 144, this is 169, and BC is equal to root of 169, that is 13. So answer is 13. You can do it this way, or if you have by-hearted those Pythagorean triplets, you can use that also. There are some famous Pythagorean triplets. If you have by-hearted that, you can directly use that. But if you want to calculate it using Pythagoras theorem, you can do that also. I hope this is clear. If it's clear, we'll move to the next question. And most of you got option B itself. So I hope this is clear to everyone. So we'll move to the next question. So take 2 minutes to solve this. That Shahid and Rohit start from the same point in opposite directions. After each 1 kilometer, Shahid always turns left and Rohit always turns right. Which of the following statements is correct? And these are the statements, and then we'll see how to go about this question. So they are starting from the same point. So this is Shahid and Rohit. And Shahid, they move in the opposite direction. Let's take this direction as for Rohit, and this direction for Shahid. So Rohit moves in this direction to the right, and Shahid moves to the west direction. And then they're saying after each 1 kilometer, Shahid always turns left. So Shahid here is taking a left. Let this be 1 kilometer, so he will take a left turn. This is 1 kilometer. And then they are saying Rohit always takes right. So this is how Rohit moves, and the right side of Rohit is this direction. And this is 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer. And then after 1 kilometer, again Shahid takes left turn. So left of the Shahid's direction is like this. This is 1. Again, Rohit takes always right turn. After 1 kilometer, he takes right. Again 1 kilometer. So they are again. Now this is Shahid. Shahid again takes a left turn. So he goes to the starting point again. And Rohit also goes to the starting point. He again takes right. So this is like they are moving in a circle. Again, like not circle in a circular way, but in a square path of each side 1 kilometers. Now we'll see the statements here. First statement is after both have traveled 2 kilometers, the distance between them is 4 kilometers. So after they have traveled 2 kilometers, both are here. Shahid is here, Rohit here, and the distance between them would be 2 kilometers. And here they have given the distance between them is 4 kilometers. And clearly this is wrong. They meet after each has traveled 3 kilometers. So 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So here they are meeting. So after traveling 3 kilometers, they have met. So 1, 2, and 3, they have met at this point. So this is correct. But we have to eliminate the other options. Let's check the other options. They meet for the first time after each has traveled 4 kilometers. No, they meet for this first time when each has traveled 3 kilometers. So like this, and like this. He goes like this, he goes south, and then takes like this. So here they meet. So each travel 1, 1, 1. After 3 kilometers, they meet for the first time. Again, this is wrong. They go on without ever meeting. No, they meet after 3 kilometers. So this is also wrong. The correct option is option B. I hope this is clear. if people have any doubt, people who have got option C, if they have any doubt, please ask. They're going to meet here at this position. They go like this and goes like this. This is Shahid and this is Rohit. They start from here. They go like this. He goes like this. He goes like this, and like this, and like this, and he meets here at this point. So they meet after 3 kilometers. I think I hope this is clear. Okay. So we'll move to the next question then. So take 2 minutes to solve this. So we'll see the question here, what they're asking. A person climbs a hill in a straight path from point O on the ground in the direction of northeast and reaches a point A after traveling a distance of 5 kilometers. Then from the point A, he moves to the point B in the direction of northwest. Let the distance AB be 12 kilometers. Now, how far is the person away from the starting point O? So let this be O. He's starting to climb a hill. Let this be some hill. And he's going, first direction is on the ground. He's in the direction of northeast and takes and reaches a point. Northeast in the sense, you have to take this direction, and this is 45 degree. And he reaches a point A. And from A, he takes, and this distance is from O to A, the distance is 5 kilometers. And from A, he goes to B. So from B, goes to the northwest direction. And this is 45 degrees. And this is D. And AB is 12 kilometers. And they are asking what is the shortest distance, I think. Let the distance be, so now they're asking how far is the person away from the starting point. So BO. I'm sorry, I'm bad with writing this lines. So this is the straight line. So they're asking what is this, the length of this BO. So we have to find out what this angle is, what this triangle is. So because this is 45 and these two lines are parallel, even this angle is 45. So this angle and this angle is 45. So together it becomes 90 degree. And hence this becomes a right angle triangle, where this is 90 and this is 5 and this is 12. And because of these, because of this Pythagoras theorem, this would be 13. So the distance, correct answer is option B. I hope LKR, you have got A. I hope this is clear. If you have still doubt, if you have any doubt, you can post your query in the chat section. So you please, I had the normal, standard Pythagorean triplets. One is 3, 4, 5. The other is 5, 12, 13. The third is 8, 15, 17. And fourth is 7, 24, 25. And if you remember these three, you can add variations to this. For example, if you take 3, 4, 5, you multiply by 2, this will become 6, 8, and 10. You multiply by 3, this will be 9, 12, and 15. So if you multiply these by 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, you would get different Pythagorean triplets. So at least remember these 4, that you can multiply and get the others. 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, 7, 24, 25. You may not have to buy heart. Sometimes you may have to just calculate, like 5, 12, 13 is famous. 3, 4, 5, 1, 8, 15, 17. I hope things are clear. If things are clear, I'll move to the next question. Move to the next question now. Take 2 minutes to solve this. We'll see how to go about this question. A person walks 12 kilometers due north, then 15 kilometers due east. After that, 19 kilometers due west, and then 15 kilometers due south. How far is he from the starting point? Person walks 12 kilometers due north. This is 12 kilometers. And then he takes 15 kilometers due east. 15 kilometers due east. And then from here, after that, 19 kilometers due west. So west means again in this direction. So we'll come back in this direction again. So I will take this here. 19 kilometers. This is 19. Total is 19. Since this is 15 kilometers till here, this will be 4. 15 plus 4 is 19. So he has come back again in the west direction. And from there, he has taken 15 kilometers down south. Again, 15 kilometers down south. So this is 15. And if you draw a horizontal line here, this will be 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. So this is 4. Now they are asking how far is from the starting point. This is the starting point. And this is the ending point. And if you draw this line, this will be a right angle triangle. This is 3, this is 4, and this will be 5. So 5 square is 25 is equal to 9 plus 16. This is 5. The shortest distance between these 2 points is option A, 5 kilometers. I hope this is clear. If it's clear, we'll move to the next question. And all of you have got option A. We'll move to the next question then. So take 2 minutes to solve this. It's time. People who have not yet posted your answers, please post. 4 people have got option D. We'll see how to go about this question. PQR are 3 terms. The distance between PQ is 60, whereas the distance between PR is 80. Q is in the west of P and R is in the south of P. What is the distance between QR? So we have P, Q is in the west of P. This is P, Q is in the west of P, and R is in the south of P. R is in the south of P, and PQ is 60, and PR is 80. This is 90 degrees. What is the distance between Q and R? Again, this line. Sorry, this. So this is 60, 80, and what you can do is, I mean, if you remove this 0, you have 6, 8, have 36, and it gets to 64. This will be 10 or 100 here. This is a 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triplet, but they have multiplied by 20 here. If you multiply this by 20, this is 60, 80, and this is 5 into 20 is 100. 60, 80, 100 triangle, right angle triangles. The correct answer is option D. I hope this is clear. So all of them have got option D. We'll move to the next question then. Time we will see how to go about this question. So they are saying that A started from his house and walked 20 meters towards east, where his friend B joined him. They together walked 10 meters in the same direction. Then A turned left while B turned right and traveled 2 meters and 8 meters respectively. Again, B turned left to travel 4 meters followed by 5 to the right, 5 meters to his right to reach his office. A turned right and traveled 12 meters to reach his office. What is the shortest distance between the 2 offices? So they are saying that A left his house, and somewhere in the middle B joined, and then they took their respective directions, and then they reached their offices, and then they're asking what is the shortest distance between their two, the office of A and office of B. So we'll start with A. A started from his house and walked 20 meters towards east. This is A, and he went 20 meters towards east, where his friend B joined. So here B joined, and they both walked 10 meters in the same direction. So he was going in this direction. Both now A and B together went in this direction, and they walked 10 meters. Now A and B are here in this point, and from this point A turned left. So if they are moving in this direction, left is this direction. A turned left while B turned right. So this is A's direction. This is A. I'll write it here A, and this is B's direction. This is B. Right here B. This is A. A turned left while B turned right, and while B turned right and traveled 2 meters and 8 meters respectively. So A, and they are saying 2 meters and 8 meters respectively. So A traveled 2 meters. This is 2 meters, and B traveled 8 meters. Again, B turned left. So if B is traveling in this direction, so left would be in this direction. So B turned left to travel 4 meters. Travel 4 meters, followed by 5 meters to his right to reach his office. 4 meters, and then 5 meters to his office. This is B's office. Now A turned right and traveled 12 meters to reach his office. So A, from here A turned right and reached 12 meters to reach his office. This is A's office. They are asking the distance between these two offices, this and this. So this is 4. If you draw a straight line like this will be 4, and this is total is 12. So the other half would be 8. And this whole path is 2 plus 8 plus 5. 2 plus 8 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. So this whole triangle, this whole line is 15. This is 8. So this is like this triangle. 15, 8. This will be like this. This is also a Pythagorean triplet. If you remember, you can calculate, you can write it like that, or else if you don't remember, you can just calculate it here. The correct answer is 17, and some people have got 15. It's 17. 8, 7, 8, 15, 17. So this is, if you want, you can calculate here. 8 is 64 plus 25. This is 64, 9, 8, 289. 289 is 17. 17 square is 289. So this is 17. Correct answer is option B. I hope this is clear. People who have got option A, if you have any doubts, please ask. So, okay, we'll move to the next question then. Fine. People who are doing walks down the backside of his house straight 25 meters, and then turns to the right and walks 50 meters again. Then he turns towards left and again walks 25 meters. If his house faces to the east, what is his direction from the starting point? So the house is towards the east. The house is facing towards the east. So this is the east. This is the house. I'll write it as H. Now they're saying the man walks down the backside of his house straight 25 meters. So he's going here, backside of his house, straight 25 meters. Then turns to the right for 50 meters. Then turns to right for 50 meters. and then he turns towards left and again walks 25 meters. He turns towards left, again walks 25 meters. If his house faces to the east, so the house is facing towards the east, what is his direction from the start of the from the starting point? So this is his starting point. The direction is like this. This is north, this is east, this is south, and this is west. So this direction is northwest. The correct answer is option D. I hope this is clear. Basuraj Patil, if it's not clear, please let me know. I'll be happy to clear your doubt. If it's clear, we'll move to the next question. But, considering this as east, that's also okay. We'll move to the next question. Take 2 minutes to solve this question. You have to go about this question. So a bank employee drives 10 kilometers towards south from her house and turns to her left and drives another 20 kilometers. She again turns left and drives 40 kilometers, and then she turns to her right and drives for another 5 kilometers. She again turns to right and drive another 30 kilometers to reach her bank where she works. What is the shortest distance between her bank and the house? Let the house be here. Normally, even when I'm solving in the question paper, I ensure that there is sufficient space to the left, right, top and bottom, so that I don't end up with less space. So somewhere in the middle, and then he drives 10 kilometers towards south. It's 10 kilometers towards south. After that, she 10 kilometers to the south and turns to the left and drives 20 kilometers. So this is this direction, left is this direction. This is 20 kilometers. She again turns left and drives 40 kilometers. She drives 40 kilometers left. And she's going in this. She takes left. Now this is 40. And then she turns right and drives for 5 kilometers. She turns right and drives 5 kilometers. This is 5. She again turns to her right and drives 30 kilometers. Again, she drives 30 kilometers like this. To the right. 30 kilometers. So this is total is 40. If he drives back 30 kilometers, this would be 10. So this point would be in the same line with this point, starting point. If this is whole is 40, and he has come back 30 again, so this distance is 10. And even this distance is 10. This distance is 10. This is house. This is bank. And the distance between the house and the bank, the shortest distance is the straight line between this. This is a horizontal line. So this distance is, this is 20. And this is 5. This is 5. This is not 40. This length is 40. So this whole length is 40. And this horizontal distance is 5 and 20. Total distance is 20 plus 5, 25. The correct answer is option B. I hope this is clear. If you have any query in this question or doubt in this question, you can post. If there is no doubt, almost everyone has got option B. There is no doubt in this question, so we'll move to the next question. If you still have any doubt, you can post it in the chat section. I'll post solving this next question. I'll go back to the previous question and try to clear your doubts. So take 2 minutes to solve this question that is on. So a woman runs 12 kilometers towards her north and then 6 kilometers towards her south, and then 8 kilometers towards her east. In which direction is she from the starting point? So let's start here. Woman starts running 12 kilometers towards north. 12 kilometers towards north. And then 6 kilometers towards south. If she has gone south, again she has to come back 6 kilometers. So I'll just take this here. This is 12 kilometers. erase this. This is from the starting. She has traveled 12 kilometers north, and from here again she has come back 6 kilometers. So this is 6 kilometers. This point is 6 kilometers from here. 6 is 12 kilometers. And when she has come back again towards south, and then 8 kilometers towards east. From here, the east direction will be here towards east. This is 8 kilometers. See, they are not saying left or right. They are saying north south. So these directions would be the same. It cannot be her east or her west. East, west, north, south is same for everyone, even irrespective of the direction she is facing. So in this case, the north is not, the east is not her. Don't take east as her left or right. So east will be always here. If this was the north direction in the starting, so this would be the east, this would be the south, and this would be the west. So she came back, and from this point she took 8 kilometers, and then she has see, her east is everybody's east. I mean, if you are at a point and then you cannot say her east, that would be her left or right. And they're saying her west or her south, wherever she's standing, that's each side she has to see. So here, she has come here. In which direction she is from her starting point? This is her starting point, and they are asking which direction it is. This is northeast direction, but there is two northeast here. An angle less than 45 degree, an angle more than 45 degree here. And how to find this out? Whether this is 45 greater than 45, this x degree is greater than 45 or not. This direction is 8. The horizontal direction, like if I draw this here, this is 8 and this is 6. And I have to find out whether x is greater than 45 or less than 45. So this is 8. And if this side is also 8. So if this side is also 8, then this angle would have been 45. Why? Because this is isosceles triangle. Two sides are equal, so two angles should be equal. If two angles are equal, one is 90 degree, another should be, two angles are equal. So if this is x, this would be x plus 90 is equal to 180, and 2x is equal to 90, x is equal to 45. So this angle is 45. If this is 45, and but here this side is 6, it is less than this. So this should bend. This should bend this side, and this would be somewhere here 6. This is 6 and this is 2. If it has come down, this line has come down, then this angle is this angle x is less than 45. So the correct answer is option D. Northeast, an angle less than 45. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Tam, I hope I have cleared your doubt. Whenever they are saying if it was 8 kilometers and 8 kilometers, this angle would be 45, because then it would be a isosceles triangle where two sides are equal. These two sides are equal, so these two angles are equal. 45, 45, this is 90. But in this case, this is 8 kilometers and this is 6 kilometers. So this 6 kilometer would be somewhere here. And now we are drawing a line from here. So if it was 8 kilometers, it would have been 45. Now we are drawing it somewhere lesser than this. So this line has moved down. The angle has decreased. this angle has decreased. So earlier it was 45. If this was the height, this distance for 8 kilometers, it would have been 45. And since it is 6 kilometers, less than 8, it would be somewhere here. This would be 2. If you have to bend this line. If you bend this line, this angle would be less than 45. This angle would be less than 45. I hope LKR this is clear. If both the sides were 8 and 8, it would have been 45. Since one is 6, you have to bend it. Then it will become less than 45. Time. So people who have not yet posted your answers, please do so. Most of them have got option A. Let's see what's the correct answer. Two friends X and Y start running and they run together for 15 meters in the same direction and reach a point. X turns right and runs 60 meters while Y turns left and runs 40 meters. Then X turns left and runs 50 meters and stops while Y turns right and runs 50 meters and then stops. How far are the two friends from each other now? We'll start here. Both are running and they run together for 50 meters. And then they reach a point. Then the X takes right. X takes right and runs 60 meters. X goes here. This is X direction. While Y turns left and goes 40 meters. This is 40 and Y. Then X turns left and runs 50 meters. Then X turns left, X turns left and runs 50 meters and stops. He stops here and Y turns right. This is Y. Y turns right and travels 50 meters. And travels 50 meters again. This is 50 meters. So they have traveled, so this distance in this direction, the distance almost are the same, 50 and 50, 50. 100 meters, they have moved towards one direction. And then there is asking how far are the two friends from now. This is the distance now. This is horizontal because this line, they have traveled same, 50 and 50, 50 and 50. So this line is 40 plus 60 is 100. Correct answer is option A. I hope this is clear. There's one more. This is last question of the day. If this is clear, we'll move to the last question. Take 2 minutes to solve this question. It's time. People who have not yet posted, please post it. And most of them have got option D. I mean, this question is a clear illustration of how now clever UPSC is becoming. It wants people to understand questions properly, the concepts properly, and only when you understand concepts properly can you choose something like D. So please understand the concepts properly. Stick to the basics, and I've been saying this from the start of our sessions. Basics is everything. I mean, it will save you from UPSC's cunningness. So we'll see how to. I'm happy that all of them have got the right answer, option D. We'll see how this is solved. So consider the question and two statements given below with respect of 3 cities PQR in a state. So the question is, how far is a city? The distance between P and Q is the question. This is the question, and we have to consider these two statements And whenever we are doing data sufficiency, we have to consider one statement separately, then the other statement separately, and then combine this statement and see whether we can arrive at this answer for this question. So how far is the city P from Q? So we need a numerical answer here. We need a numerical answer. So we'll see the first statement. In statement 1 says city Q is 18 kilometers from city R. So we have Q. We have, they are not given any direction. You can draw it in any direction. You just draw it like this. Q and R is 18 kilometers. You could have drawn in any direction, because they're not told explicitly what is the direction. So 18 kilometers, R is situated at 18 kilometers distance from Q. But we have to calculate what is the distance between P and Q. But in the statement 1, there is no information about city P. Clearly, this statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Statement 1 is not sufficient to answer the question. Now we'll forget everything. Now we'll forget this thing. Something like Q and R. So if we have forgotten statement 1, now we'll see statement 2. Statement 2 says P is 43 kilometers from R. We have P, we have R, and this is 43 kilometers. So we know P and R, but we don't know about Q, because they're asking about Q. We need Q also. So this statement, clearly statement 2 is not enough. Statement 1 and statement 2 is not enough. Now we'll use both the information. I would have used the same diagram, but we'll now use this statement again. So statement first gives us that. Statement 1 gives us the city Q is 18 kilometers from R. So this is Q is 18 kilometers from R. And city P is 43 kilometers from R. City P is 43 kilometers. We don't know anywhere, like in which direction. We know somewhere it is. So if I draw a circle with 40 kilometer radius, I'm very sorry with the line. Let this be R. Let this be R. And if this is P. So if I draw this is 43 kilometers. If I draw a circle like this, so P can be anywhere in the circle, which is 43 kilometers from R. But the problem is they're asking the distance between P and Q. If P is here, the distance would be here. This distance would be different. If P was here, like somewhere here, this distance would be different. P could be anywhere. So these distances would change, because this is the center. This is not the center. So P could be anywhere in this circle, and but the PQ distance would change depending on the P's position. So clearly we cannot say what is the correct distance between P and Q. So option D is the correct answer. I hope things are clear. I hope everyone is clear with this solution, and also the other problems that we have solved today. And all the problems were from UPSC CSAT itself. And by this we end this topic here. And tomorrow we'll take a new topic. I hope this is clear. So solve these kinds of questions, and I hope you have the confidence, or if you had the confidence earlier, you have solved this. So please solve as many questions as possible. If you have any queries, you can please post it here. Else we'll end the session, and tomorrow we'll meet again at 8 o'clock. Thank you. Welcome. Yes, P can be anywhere. P can be anywhere on this circle. They are saying that P is 43 kilometers from R. So a circle would be a line where, or a trajectory where the distance of the point is equal from the center. So R becomes the center, and P is on the circumference of that circle. It can be anywhere in that circular path. So we cannot say where the P is. and depending on the position of P, the distance of PQ will change. If they had asked the distance of something like the center itself, then it would have been same, but here Q is not the center. I hope this clears your doubt today. So if everything is clear, we'll end the session here. We'll meet tomorrow at 8 o'clock with a new topic. Thank you, and have a good night. Good night, guys. We'll end the session here. Thank you.